Hello everyone, I'm here in my garage area. Time check, it's 11 a.m. in the morning. Our weather here in Silang, Cavite, Philippines is cloudy. Actually, the rain has just stopped now. So I was not able to visit my veranda area. For today, I will just be sharing the plants here in the garage. So this is how it looks like there. And I will be sharing those cactus that are outside or in the rain or shine area here in my garden near the garage area. So where do I start? So let's start here. I have here my Graptopetalum mendicae, my cactus. It's a kind of euphorbia. So the leaves are red, and here's another long euphorbia. So I do not know exactly the idea of this cactus there. And here is my first pot of my Graptopetalum myrni. So unlike the one in the veranda area, it's purplish in color. Here it's green in color, so they are not that stressed, and they are quite dehydrated, the rosette, if you would see. So this is my first pot and my mother plant where I got all the propagation of my Graptopetalum myrni. It has been with me for 4 years already. Yes, look how lush it is. But the middle part, I don't know what happened. So it's not, there's no rosette in the inner part. So beside it, I have pot of my dancing ladies. Yeah, I also collect some orchids. So look how pretty is the yellow flower. Yeah, I also have some dancing lady here in the driftwood. Yeah, there's a flower also there. And beside this dancing lady, so pretty, the flower is yellow, I have here the big basin of my Graptopetalum mendicae. So it's not that stressed in color, and it's not healthy before around, I think when I propagate it last year, it's March, yeah, March 2025, and it was very lush. But since last December it was raining so much, so this is what happened. But I am hoping that it will become more lush and more stress in color since summer is coming. Yeah, so this is the one that I have vlogged in my last vlog. I have also shared this one. This is the before. What was potted here is a cactus arrangement, and I have decided to pot my stinky here. All my stinky are on this basin and with another basin that I'm going to show you. So this is how it looks like, because stinky is easy to propagate. Yeah, but the problem, that's why it's called stinky. The flower is really stinky, but it's very pretty. So this is the big basin of our purple delight. I've shown this also in my last vlog. So what I did on this is I get all the rosette and pot it in the veranda area as a propagation, because they're not growing well here. The rosette are very thin, just like this one. So I just leave some small cuttings here, there. But there are lots of leaf propagation. As you would see, the big basin is really full of leaves, because it's many. So there, and I put Osmocote on it to promote growth on the leaves, for it to produce baby, as well as for the stem to produce babies. So it's very sad that it look like this, but I hope it will grow. Yeah, and this is another basin of the stinky. Yeah, so stinky is easy to propagate, just like what I have said, and the flower are so pretty, but it really smells not that good. Yeah, it's really stinky. So beside the stinky or big basin, I have here my Graptopetalum mendicae, which is quite lush compared to the first one that I've showed you, and it has a bigger rosette. See? So I am planning to cut also the big rosette to propagate it, but not now because I think the weather is changing again. It's been raining. So it has been raining here for 2 days. So my location is in Silang, Cavite, Philippines. But the big rosette is very prepared or is ready for propagation. So I just have, so sorry for the noise of the motorcycle. They are really passing here in my front yard. So let's go back. So they are really ready to be propagated and to be cut. But the problem is the right time. I want to cut it when it will not really rain. Yeah. So look how pretty and lush the graft petal medusae. So there, look, it's so big, the rosette, right? So I want to cut it now. So but it's not the right time yet. So let me be patient. Okay, that's all I can share here in my front yard, my succulents. We have Cryptopetalum mendicae, we have Stinky, our big basin of Purple Delight with no rosette at all, another Stinky, our Stinky, and our mendicae, our Dancing Lady, Oncidium, I think that's the name. And we have the Graptopetalum myrinae. They're so pretty when it's so lush. And our Euphorbia cactus. So now I'm here inside the garage area. So it's inside the garage area. It's located with a roof. So they get bright. It's a bright shaded area. They get indirect sunlight from the sun during morning until 9 a.m. only. They don't get rain, so I just water them. So since succulents are doesn't really need much water, although they love rainwater, so it's okay. It's very bright here throughout the day, so it's fine if I place them here. So I wanted to give you an update. So just like the title says, my update is about the entire collection here in the front yard garage area. So we have my whale fin. This one I'm not so sure of the ID. We have another kind of Sansevieria. This one is a Wartia, but I do not know the ID. Then I have here my honey eye, a kind of Wartia, and my Adansoni eye. I also have here my Owl's Claw, another Sansevieria at the back. So Sansevieria is a kind of succulent because they store water in the leaves and they don't need much water. I have here my Choco Hawo and a kind of Calaggio. So let me show you the leaf there. So some other leaves was already dried, so I just cut it. And we have our yellow zebra. And this is my mother plant of my whale feet. So below, I have here I do not know the exact ID if this is golden flame, a kind of Sansevieria, but it's pretty. It has been with me for more than a year, yeah. And I have here my jade plant, our Forever Rich. So I just cut the flower because it has mealybugs. And this is the Tongue of Angel. Yeah. Tongue of Angel. I think it's wrong. Basta the name has angel on. Tears of Angel. That's it. So sorry. Why did I say tongue? Because it looked like a tongue. It's actually Tears of Angel. It has an offset. So that was the ID given to me by the seller. And I have this kind of aloe. It's 2 head. When I bought it, it's only 1 head, and now it's 2 head. Then I have my variegated Dempsey eye potted in a Buddha pot. And this is my elephant bush or jadelet. And beside it is I have a Euphorbia, which is very big. It has been with me for 2 years already. And I have here a brain cactus, a cristata, and my biggest variegated Gymnocalycium, which has lots of offsets. And I have here also donkey's tail, I think. No, monkey's tail. I forget, but the name have tail on it. So the pot was given by my friend, Mama Donna.TV. Thank you so much. Look how cute it is with the pot, right? It's like the cactus become the hair of the pot. So I have also here a big damsay. So this is my biggest damsay, and it has also offset. So I'm planning to get it so that the mother. I'm so sorry for the noise. I mean, so there are lots of vehicles passing by, motor, tricycle, cars. So I'm planning to remove the offset so that the mother plant can grow more. And I have my pink chadelet, which is not very lush. Below is I have my Sansevieria. It's just an ordinary. I do not know the ID. So I have here my agave. So I do not know the ID, but it has an offset. And we have here an aloe. So now I know this is an aloe. Why? Before I thought it's an haworthia, but it's an aloe because of the flower. It's the same with my hybrid aloe's flower. So it is a kind of aloe. And I have here my twirl. Look, it has 4 babies and all. I mean 3. 1, 2, and 3. This one has the very beautiful variegation. So I'm planning to remove the pops, I mean, to propagate it. So maybe on the month of February. Yeah, today is February. So maybe this month I will be propagating it as well as this one. And at the back part I have my King Victoria. If you have Queen Victoria in the veranda area, we have King Victoria here, but the rosette doesn't look good. And I have here a kind of haworthia, and I do not know exactly what's the ID. And I have here, this is actually a Hama Sunset, a variegated one, but all the variegation was gone, and I don't want to expose it into full sun. Look, there's one leaf that has variegation before, see? But I don't want to expose it to rain or shine because jade plants are so hard to take for me. So this one is a kind of haworthia. Some doesn't have variegation, but the one in front, it has a very beautiful white variegation. Some are yellowish. And this one, I think, I'm not so sure if this is an aloe or haworthia. So I'm waiting for the flower to come out. And this one is a haworthia. I don't know the exact ID, but look what made me. You can distinguish succulent by looking at their flowers. So if the flowers is like that, it's a haworthia. If the flower is orange, it's aloe. Even in Nikiveria, you can also, or other succulent, they can be distinguished through their flowers. So at the back, I have my Gasteria. So it has 3 offset, 1, 2, and 3. And in front, I think this is my blue aloe, which is recovering from the hydration. And so I'm really sorry for the noise. It's really loud and it's not pleasing to the ears, but we cannot do anything about it. So let's just continue. So this is my blue aloe. It's a 2-head. And we have here also our variegated elephant bush, which is not so lush. Yeah, and we have another twirl, but it's not a variegated one. And beside it is we have our euphorbia. So I bought this euphorbia and the other euphorbia at the same time 2 years ago. So this is how it looked like, the rock in my garage area. So now let's go to the table. So I have here my propagation of my Gymnocalycium non-variegated one, and these 3 pots are my propagation of Astrophytum from seed. So hard to grow the cactus from seed. Yeah, they are really slow growers. And we have our Pachyphytum banana. So I thought it was dying last year, but it grows big. And then we have here another Haworthia. Another kind of Haworthia. Another kind of Haworthia. And the Haworthia here is actually in ICU. I mean, I don't know what happened with this. This is a very special kind of Haworthia. It becomes dehydrated. So when I check the roots, there's no actually roots on it. So I have to water propagate it. So there are roots already, the white thing that's growing. So I just started to water propagate it yesterday. Just placing it there. Then we have the cactus. We have a variegated pink shadeless propagation of cactus. We have our white zebra, our retusa, a kind of Haworthia, and this is our ritchii. Actually, our ritchii got rotten. So this one and this one, the small, I got it from the basin cactus arrangement in front yard that we replace it with Stinky. And look what happened to our Eagles Glow. Half of it got dried, but the pot is moist. And we have our very last saber plant. So I'm planning to repot it, but I don't have pots, small pots yet. And we have a propagation of jadelet, another pot of zebra plant. We have our head pot. So I potted cactus and another zebra plant. So let's go to the next table. So I have here another kind of Haworthia. I don't know, it's dry. It's drying, but I keep on moistening it. Then I have here my propagation or the offsets or the pops of my variegated Gymnocalycium. There's lots of weeds here. So let me remove it. So for the pot of the variegated Gymnocalycium, I always moist it because they need water to grow roots. Yeah. So some are variegated, some are non-variegated. And I have here a propagation of Choco Hawo. I also have here Haworthia retusa, our Lola, and our variegated Subsicilis, and a kind of aloe. This one, I don't know the ID, but I'm trying to save it. And we have our variegated Myrinae, I think. Yeah. And this one is our variegated titubans. So I hope the small one will grow big. And we have our Melotti, non-variegated Tinkerbell, Haworthia, Astrophytum mysterious, cactus, and Astrophytum mysterious. And look how pretty is this one. It's small, it's color choco. And our variegated Tinkerbell, how pretty. And this one is a kind of agapoid. I think it's Bloody Maria. This one I think is elephant bush. No, not elephant bush. What's happening to me? So I think this is agavoid red blush. Yeah. We have our crop corn. We have lots of frost. Another red blush. And we have here, I do not know the ID, but there's mealybugs. I think this is Supreme. So I have to spray alcohol on it. Yesterday I sprayed alcohol, but there's still more. Yeah, I think it's infested with mealybugs. So let me get, see, there are lots. So sometimes we have to remove leaves in order for us to see the mealybugs. I'll just get an alcohol weight. So I just finished spraying alcohol on it, so hopefully the mealybugs will die already. But I have been spraying alcohol on it since the other day, so I thought the mealybugs are gone, but they multiply. So I am using this sprayer. So we have our Ebony Beside the Supreme, I have Ebony. Then at the back, I have Pistata, Jade Plant. What happened to our jade plant? Ah! There's an insect. I have to remove it. Can you see there? It's eating the jade plant. So I was able to remove the insect, and good that I did not able to touch it because it will be itchy. So this is my jade plant and another propagation of jade plant. So my jade plants are on and off. Sometimes they're good to see, sometimes they're not. Especially rainy days, they are rotting the hard stem like that. It rots during rainy days. Even they are placed here in the garage area. On this part, they are quite being wet by the rain because it's near the edge of the garage. So where are we? Sorry, I have to pause or stop the video. Somebody came. So beside our jade plant, we have our cactus, a clumping one. And that's what you can see on the second table. So let's go to the third table. We have here lots of propagation of my variegated and non-variegated Ginocaliscium. Yeah. There are aloes. There are Astrophytum mysterious sprouted on a clay pot. Yeah, another aloe. And my variegated Awayuki. I hope it can survive. My Bainese, I think it has syllabug free. Yeah, it has, and sweet. I have to get my alcohol again. So this is a problem with Bainese and Supreme. They are always contaminated. They are really susceptible to mealybugs. So I have fully sprayed alcohol on it. Beside it is we have our aloe and our opalina, our variegated chile, and look how pretty and lush our variegated pendants. Yeah, it's variegated. You know, I really have a hard time of collecting or growing the variegated succulents here in my garden. But I still have one variegated tidubans in the veranda area. So look how lush is the pot. So the pot I use for this one is a clay pot. Yeah. It actually loves water kasi from time to time, I keep moistening it. It's really pretty. And at the back, we have the propagation of jade plant, Crassula ovata. They're really hard to grow. But I have lots of propagation. And this one, I do not know exactly the ID, but it's red in color. It's nice. I wanted to cut it because the stem is long, but I'm afraid. So, this one is a propagation of my jadelet or elephant bush. So, this is what you can see on the third table. So, let's go to the side rock. I have here my staphyloides. Yeah, look how red the stem, the leaf of this cactus. It's very pretty, but for me, it's quite delicate. It's hard to take care. It always go mushy. So look how pretty is this. Yeah, very pretty. And we have our cinnamon, our fuzzy chocolate soldier. Ah no, this is panda. Yeah. There. And this is melotti. This is another propagation of my staphyloides. Fuzzy. And my variegated melotti. But the small one is the only variegated left. And this one is, I think melotti, yeah. And if you can hear chirping of birds, there's a bird cage near my garage area. There are two birds. The other one is hiding. So let's go back. We have below the propagation of our cactus. Yeah. And I have a variegated succulent tea that I was trying to propagate, and there's mealybugs too. Where's my alcohol? And I have sprayed alcohol already. So alcohol is very useful for me in my garden. Yeah. And beside it is we have some propagation of our cactus, variegated gymnocaliscium. Even below, it started in a cement pot, but it has a hole. There are lots of weeds. And more of the propagation of our variegated gymnocaliscium. And this one is a mix of variegated and non-variegated. So, as the small pop of the variegated gymnocaliscium grow, the weeds grow also. So that's what you can see, and how beautiful is a variegated tendons. Let's go out. But before we go out, I wanted to share there's a flower in my orchid. It's Phalaenopsis. So beside my, this is actually a rack of orchids. So I have here my first pail. There, it's not so large. Started to rain again. So on this side, I have here my variegated stinky, which is very pretty and colorful. I have 3 pots there. It's very lush. And I have my rainbow cactus in the middle of it. And there are some cactus. This one, I'm not so sure of the ID, but it's very lush. So sure if it is called the crab cactus. But this one is another kind of stinky, and it's trailing. And it started to rain. So it's raining now. So I just beat it. See, and there's another cactus, a gift from Ate Jo. So what we can see out, since it's raining, are all the variegated gymnocaliscium also on that side. So I'll just give you a quick view because it's raining. This is the 3rd layer of the rack of my variegated gymnocaliscium. So far they are okay. No casualty, and they are very colorful. Most of them are red in color. Yeah. So this is the 2nd layer of the rack. I have to be quick. I'm so wet. So there. So there are some weeds going. So this is the 2nd layer, and this is the 3rd layer. I have 3 rows. So some are yellow, some are orange, some are red. So at the back you can see the table that I've shared to you. Yeah. So let's go to the other rack. So on the topmost layer of the rack, there are all cactus, variegated gymnocaliscium, LBH2178. We also have our Kiko here, and some Astrophytum asterias, Mirio. So the others, I do not know the ID. That's the 1st layer of the rack. And we have here the 2nd layer of the rack. There are lots of different kinds of cactus. There are also some. Look how big and pretty is this one. Look how unique is this one. So they are okay. On the 3rd layer of this rack, I have cactus, Haworthia, some agave, just like the King or Queen Victoria. I also have 2 pots of aloes, and most of them are Haworthia already. We have the Syrah, we have the zebra plant, we have the outflow, we have our King Victoria and Queen Victoria. I have your Haworthia and another Queen Victoria, and I have here a Boopsie. So basically that's what you can see on this part of my garden. So since it's raining, I have to say goodbye. I hope you like my sharing for today. I have shared my entire collection of succulent and cacti here in the garage area, front yard, and near the garden near the garage area where I place my variegated gymnocaliscium or the cactus rock. So I guess I have to say goodbye. So bye for now. See you on my next vlog. And if you do like my video, please hit the like button and please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you really like my video and you know someone else who really loves this kind of plants or who are interested, please do share my video. It will be a big help on my channel. So bye for now. See you on my next vlog. And happy gardening, everyone. Bye and God bless us all. Bye bye. Keep safe, everyone. Happy gardening.